One of the value adds, Jesse, that we provide is that we don't require a fax machine. So many payment processors. I'm not joking, Jesse. I'm not even kidding.
Sorry, what?
So many payment processors, they snail mail the chargeback to the merchant. And the only way that you can provide a rebuttal and get to keep the money that you've already earned is by faxing the chargeback department your rebuttal. You fill out physical paperwork and you have to send it through fax, and they will not receive it any other way. That's very common.
Oh my gosh.
So this is like, I've had so many conversations with merchants, and I'm like, oh, we have an online portal where you can actually upload your documentation, upload your signed receipt. You can type your reply and hit submit, and they're like, sold, done. Like, that sounds so much easier. Sign me up.
Thank you for bringing these people into the latest century.
I have merchants that I serve all across the country, and they get chargebacks. They are not allowed to process certain size transactions. They're not allowed to process some foreign transactions. They're not allowed to do it at an affordable rate. And one of the big frustrations that I get is that you're not, if you accept money, which at this point for certain industries you're forced to accept the card brands. You have no alternative. We live in a digital money era. COVID accelerated that. Smartphones accelerated that. And it's tough for a merchant because they have really no alternative. And then if you accept money, you may or may not get to keep the money. That's the crazy thing, because you have several months as a consumer to issue a chargeback, and that is a really powerful tool for fraud prevention for consumers. It's really, really great. In fact, last week, I saw transactions coming from Costco and Instacart, and I immediately approved it because I thought it was my wife, and then it turns out it wasn't. So I was able to get the money back. It was great. Here's the problem. For merchants, though, sometimes consumers take advantage of those merchants, and it's fraud, but on the other side. The merchant is the one that's getting swindled. Sorry for my rant. I get passionate about the small business owner community. I've worked with them for a very long time. Do stablecoins and Bitcoin Lightning, do they both solve this problem? What would you suggest if you're a small business owner? And where should one go from here if you're currently accepting just the regular card brands?
Yeah. If you're accepting the card brands right now, then that means that you're exposed to chargeback risks, that you're paying a very high rate for payment processing. But you are getting rid of the liability that, accepting cash has for your business. You don't have a whole stockpile of cash, and you're tapping into consumers that increasingly aren't even carrying cash anymore. So it's totally understandable to be accepting cards. But what the opportunity is ahead is that you could actually move to the Lightning Network and be able to accept stablecoins over those rails and essentially unlock the ability to have instant finality. So as soon as a customer pays you, the money is immediately available for spending. You don't have to wait for payment processing, and you're not carrying the risk of a chargeback where that money gets ripped away from your account, because there's no pull mechanism to pull money from your account as a merchant. So that's the really important piece: unlocking faster payments, improving your margins because you're paying less in those payment processing fees, and really just unlocking a better user experience.